enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, the writing was on the wall for the end of the grit and grind era in Memphis. So Mike Conley, the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points, assists, three-pointers, and games played, knew it was time for him to part ways with the organization. And joining Utah, Conley is on a team with a chance to once again compete deep into the playoffs. And Kevin, he's a significant upgrade for the Jazz.
You're right, D.A. A big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. Well, Doris, early on, every team trying to establish a winning attitude. And now you find out if that can carry through the rigors of an entire regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. I think if you can establish some winning early, that can go a long way toward building momentum, building confidence, especially if you have a young team or if you're a veteran team who has aspirations to be champions. So much at stake early.
A good point. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis, and it's Conley in at the point guard. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Aten at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Rubio with it. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Conley. Ingles passes to Conley. Back to Ingles. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ingles. Suns on offense. Rubio, the pass to Saric. That shot off, so Utah will take it the other way. Saric against Gobert. Some solid defense from Saric.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Aten, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Last season, the Suns made Deandre Aten the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Aten, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Aten, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
I think what you like most about Deandre Aten is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, if it's possible for a #1 overall pick to go under the radar, then I think that's what you'd say about Deandre Aten last year. Doncic stole the headline, certainly, but Deandre Aten had a big-time start to his career.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Oubre, no one around him. The offensive rebound and block. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And it's blocked.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when Deandre Aten is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Here's Mitchell. Now Oubre. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Aten kicks to Oubre. Shot clock at 5. And here's Booker from the arc. Conley grabs the miss. And the numbers that Aten put up as a rookie, very impressive.
Well, Deandre Aten said the lack of attention didn't bother him at all. This guy showed he can be a focal point on both ends, and he's only going to get better with more repetition.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 21 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's Gobert. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Well, Gobert inside, right? He has such a strong sense for when to take advantage of the skills he has at his disposal.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You think back to after the trade from Philadelphia, Dario Saric had a hard time getting settled in with Minnesota. They started him in a bench role, and it wasn't until he became a starter that you saw his productivity increase.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Doris with Saric coming off the bench is something he's done in the past. But he had better results as a starter last season.
It would appear to me he is much more comfortable as a starter. His shot seems to come a little bit easier. The floor spacing this young man provides is a huge plus for his team.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, Dario Saric has a busier schedule than most NBA players because almost every offseason, guys, he spends his whole summer as one of the key players on the Croatian national team. He's a player who basically plays year-round.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Well, the balance that Ricky Rubio has, even under duress, stays calm and finds a way to score it.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. Pass to Ingles from deep. That shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Stolen by Mitchell. Rejected by Booker. Saric has the open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Saric has got 5 now.
This is a shot Dario Saric can make in his sleep. Give him the mid-range, he'll knock it down.
Up top, Gobert. He's covered by Aten. The drive by Mitchell. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Clock at 6. Conley inside the line.
How about the smothering defense by Ricky Rubio? He's got terrific size for his position and affects the shot there. Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
And slam dunk by Sharch.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's Conley after the Suns pick up 2. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. Now here's Sharch, and it's blocked.
Wow, Joe Ingles sends it back twice on the pipes. Big-time defensive play.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Rubio. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. Pass to Aten. This is to Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
So he comes up empty at the line.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Oubre against Bogdanovich. Here's Booker.
I'll tell you, Mitchell locked in on the defensive end. He's so good getting after it.
To the right side. And here is Conley. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Count that one. Suns trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Some changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Sharch. Mikal Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. And a switcher also for Utah. Green's checked in. Booker. And it's sent back by Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell twice on the pipes. The rejection is nice.
Here's Conley. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Johnson, the pass to Baines.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his 2nd foul.
You talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris, the Australian. Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kev, he is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
The first free throw is good.
And what I don't understand about the Suns, they had Aten last year and Doris somehow go from middle of the pack to last in the league in rebounding.
And I think that's why we talk about the value of rebounding as a team, right? I think gone are the days when you can have just 1 or 2 guys working the glass. In the Suns' case, obviously, that really decreased their number of possessions. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Johnson. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Johnson.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Now, here's Mudiay. He's definitely not pleased how he played against the Lakers.
Boy, when Emmanuel Mudiay is making these kinds of tough shots, that can only help his confidence. That's nice.
Here's Johnson. They trail by 7. Pass to Baines. Kicks to Booker. From past the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the mechanically sound shooting form of Devin Booker on display. That is pretty.
Mudiay looking around. The pass to Bogdanovich. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. And the Jazz lead by 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Baines. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Johnson kicks to Bridges. Second chance shot. And Kaminsky lays it up and in.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Lakers.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought, Greg, they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Just 5 to shoot. Releases from 15.
Well, excellent defense. Tyler Johnson looking like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder defensively.
Pass to Baines. Got a piece of it. Here's Booker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mudiay. Here's Baines. Over Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is as intense a defender as you're going to find in the NBA, and he refuses to give up anything easy.
Six on the shot clock. Baines with the block, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Suns trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kaminsky with the ball. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Johnson gets the bucket.
This guy's so good at the catch-and-shoot game. Tyler Johnson has tremendous lift off the floor. He's going to get a good look.
Exum passes to Gobert. He kicks to Mudiay. Rejected by Booker. Now Johnson passes it to Baines. Booker outside. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
Here's Moutier. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Moutier certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
And that one misses.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Diallo, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And the second free throw, good.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 5 points so far.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Now, here's Exum. Shoots. The shot comes out. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Phoenix ahead as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-5 run. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. Exum is out there with Emmanuel Moutier. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. That's good from O'Neal. Isn't it interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. He misses the free throw.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. No good on the second free throw. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem. Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
And here's Exum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Moutier. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Johnson, the pass to Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Teardrop shot. Exum's shot is off. Suns leading by 4. Here's Bridges. Johnson with it. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's coming off an excellent season. First in field goal percentage, third in blocks, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. That free throw, no good. Well, over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a 6th Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aten comes in for Frank Kaminsky, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Mikal Bridges.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
That one is off. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
And he's good on the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Rubio, the pass to Diallo. Back to Rubio. Now the pass to Aten. Pass to Diallo. Rubio outside. Clock is at 3. Takes a 3. Rebound, Utah. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The wide open look here for Ingles. 2 points. That one goes. 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10 wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Johnson finds Aten. Here's Rubio. A second chance effort. And Aten with the nice bucket inside. And the Suns lead by 4.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. Deandre Aten makes it look easy.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. He feeds it to Davis. The dish to Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And the Utah Jazz not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
No good on the free throw.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
And Phoenix making a change here. Sharge is checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Now here's Aten. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Fourth, the Suns.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. Oubre outside. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Now, here's Rubio. And it's blocked by Conley. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And finished off by Oubre.
Now the young fella showing no fear. Oubre driving in with reckless abandon.
Mitchell passes to Conley. And here is Ingles. Out to Conley. Fires the three. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Rubio. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I tell you, the jumper might not be the prettiest of pictures, but the offensive spacing improves dramatically when Rubio hits it.
Now here is Conley. 5 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his 4th foul of the contest for the Jazz. Jeff Green. He's checked in for Davis. And it's Bogdanovich in for Royce O'Neal. Phoenix leading by 5. Now Johnson. Over Mitchell. Johnson's shot is off. The Jazz shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Ingles kicks to Conley. Passes to Mitchell. Ingles in the corner. And here's Conley outside. Another miss by Conley.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Johnson can't hit. Jazz trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Mitchell dishes to Green. Mitchell against Johnson. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Johnson, the pass to Aten. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'll tell you, this guy can be an overwhelming force. Deandre Aten, terrific, using his size to get the defender to commit.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
That one is off. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Johnson. And he sinks the second.
And one of the worst kept secrets of last season, the Jazz looking for an upgrade in their backcourt to pair with Donovan Mitchell.
Well, there's no question, Greg. That was a poorly kept secret indeed. They felt the Grizzlies leaked their trade talks from Mike Conley, going so far as to call it unethical. Consequently, the guard spot was the big focus for them this summer.
Now here's Booker. Fires at the elbow. They get the rebound. Baines. Green with the block. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
A moment to check out Deandre Aten here. Last season, he played outstanding. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Baines finds Booker. Hits it from three-point range. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mitchell passes to Green. Back to Mitchell. The pass to Conley to end the cold streak. And Baines pulls it down.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Booker against Bogdanovich. A nice shot by Booker.
Look, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Mikal Bridges checked in for Deandre Aten. And Utah with a change here, too. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Pass to Mitchell to stop the run. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Suns. Saric has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Booker. 3-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 13 points.
Well, that's the bread, the butter, the main course. Booker's move in the catch-and-shoot money.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Saric. Just 5 on the clock. Mitchell finds Conley. From downtown. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Rubio misses.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Booker against Green. Booker the pass to Baines. Over Mitchell. And it's Baines missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Mitchell gets to Conley. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
1:16 left here in the second. Mitchell wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Saric outside. And here's Booker from the arc. Utah with the rebound. Green taking his time here. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Saric up top. He has 7. And here's Booker from the arc. And so Green will bring it up for the Jazz. Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
You see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm. You're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Booker. 13 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Lets it fly. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Booker. That's 7 points for Ricky Rubio.
You know, that's big for Ricky Rubio's confidence. When that guy's drilling tough shots, it helps him get in a groove. Look out.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those three-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside-in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. In the second quarter, they made it look easy. They played well at both ends of the court, and suddenly they're sitting on a 9-point lead here at halftime. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. So it's Phoenix now. They have a 9-point lead. Saric and Aten at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
First free throw is good.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is Deandre Aten. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Doris Aten, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint. And, of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about Deandre Aten, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
Now, here's Rubio. He had stolen by Ingles. Over in the corner, Conley. Passes it to Davis. Good D by Booker. Phoenix leading by 10. And it's Rubio penetrating. He dishes it to Aten. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Tries again. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Ingles outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Ingles has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. The pass to Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Ed Davis. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
That free throw, no good.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. The 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Ed Davis. He hits the second from the line. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Conley. He squares up and sinks it. Conley's got his third basket of the night.
Fantastic at capitalizing from those spots. Conley has a dynamite-looking jump shot.
Booker the bounce pass. Rubio against Conley. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Ingles. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points per game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Now here's Saric, 7 points in the game. Baseline jumper. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
And here's Rubio. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Saric passes to Oubre. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Aten's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Rubio against Conley. Feeds to O'Neal. Some solid defense from Saric.
Boy, the opportunity was there to convert. He just could not come up with it.
Kicks it to Rubio. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
Free throw good. Rubio.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
So for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Aten. Diallo comes in for Saric, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Booker. Moutier, he's checked in for the Jazz. Dante Exum comes in for Michael Conley. Second free throw, no good.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally. That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Rudy Gobert, third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
There's Kaminsky. Oubre outside. Five to shoot. Here's Johnson. They get it back. Diallo. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jazz trail by 7. Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Ingles for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Ingles has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Jazz.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Kaminsky misses. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Yep, it counts.
Well, Dante Exum quickly out into transition in the open floor. You cannot lose this guy.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now, here's Rubio. 8 points for him. Passes to Kaminsky. Now, here's Rubio. Shoots over Exum. Utah with the rebound. Ingles has got his 7th rebound here tonight. For the tie, Gobert trying to get open.
You can see Tyler Johnson with that vertical has the ability to send it back.
Rubio misses. Utah trailing here. Ingles with the ball. It's blocked. Here's Oubre, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Oubre's got 6.
Yeah, this is one thing about Kelly Oubre. I know he's thin, but there's a wiry strength to him. He's able to take the hit and complete it.
Now here's Moutier. Exum kicks to Moutier. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns leading by 4. Oubre outside. There's the pass to Rubio. Ball's knocked loose. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 4 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Diallo. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the Stifle Tower.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. That one off the back iron and out.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Kaminsky dishes to Johnson. It's blocked. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Shoots the 3. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket for Mitchell.
I don't know how you guard this guy because you've got to play the drive, and right there he buries a 3. That is beautiful.
Rubio taking his time here. Back to Johnson. Over Moutier. And the Suns miss again.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Exum passes to Gobert. Now the feed to Ingles. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Suns shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Now, Moutier after the missed 3 from Ruby. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
He's off on the first. Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Bridges in for Kelly Oubre. The Jazz also changing it up. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. Green comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Bogdanovich in for Mitchell. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Utah's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Moutier's got 6 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Rubio against Bogdanovich. Rubio, the pass to Diallo. It's blocked. Now, here's Exum. Defense right on him, to the middle, and taken away by Johnson. Kicks it out to Rubio. Pass to Diallo. And they call an illegal screen here.
And now a look at Emmanuel Mudiay here. How he did last season. Came in about 14 points per, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now here is Davis. Inside. And it's Green, missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Bridges. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Out to the wing. Now here's Exum, covered by Rubio. And Bogdanovich kicks to Moutier. Clock at 6. Fires it up. He can't get that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Johnson outside. And at the top of the key, Diallo. Back to Johnson. Green with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. A 2-point game. Moutier dishes to Exum. Outside, Bogdanovich. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Diallo with it. Now defended by Gobert. Now here's Diallo. He's tightly guarded. For 3, Bridges. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He kicks it to Moutier. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Some changes for Phoenix. Aten comes in for Diallo. And Dario Saric subbed in for Johnson. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles is checked in for Davis. And it's Mike Conley in for Moutier.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
Bridges against Conley. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot will not fall.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
It's all tied in Phoenix. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Exum is out there with Conley. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. On the wing, Ingles.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Pass to Booker to take the lead. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
On the free throw, no good.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 19 points for Devin Booker.
You must respect the in-between game of Devin Booker. So good in the mid-range.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Good on the three-point shot. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Exum with it, working on Booker. That one drops for him.
There's very little the defense can do to stop that. Dante Exum improving at hitting tough contested shots.
Booker against Conley. Booker outside. Pass to Šarić. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Conley. It's stolen by Šarić. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Boy, it really helps when Dario Šarić is aggressive like this. The guy makes the defender commit, and nicely done offensively.
That free throw missing.
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. Team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Booker. Left side, Šarić. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Dishes it to Mitchell. Over Booker to tie it up. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Suns. Ricky Rubio comes in for Johnson. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Back to Conley. To take the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Aten's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Again, the miss by Booker.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Ingles kicks to Conley. And there's the pass to Gobert. The dish now to Bogdanović. Makes it off the glass. Bogdanović has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you have to like the balance of Bojan Bogdanović keeping it through the contact. That is nicely done.
Rubio finds Booker. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanović. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Bogdanović against Rubio. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, give Šarić a lot of credit. He attracted the defender's attention because he looked determined to score it.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Jazz have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Now, Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
That one is no good.
It is still amazing to me that in 2017, Donovan Mitchell wasn't even a top 10 pick. If you had a redraft, he'd likely go top 2. Absolutely incredible.
Gets the bucket and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And that one falls from Saric. Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell looking it over. He dishes it to Conley. Looking to get it going. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Rubio. Saric outside. Pass to Oubre. 3-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Booker against Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Conley against Rubio. Now here is Conley. Defense is right there.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Aten kicks to Rubio. Back to Aten. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. On the high post. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Ricky Rubio makes great use of the mid-range. This is right in his comfort zone.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. To the paint. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. Pass break. Here we go. Here's Aten. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
Exum, he's checked in for the Jazz. And that one misses. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Now, here's Mitchell. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
Wow, Mr. Rubio twice on the pipes. His team is loving it.
Back to Mitchell to end the drought. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 18 points for Donovan Mitchell.
I tell you, he picked a tough time to start struggling. Only 1 of 6 from the field here in the fourth quarter.
Saric outside. Back to Rubio. There's the three. Kept alive. Aten draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about control of the glass with a tenacious ferocity? Deandre Aten hunting rebounds.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Jazz. Passes it to Gobert. Kicks it to Ingles. And it's blocked.
Oh, Dario Saric sends it back. Go ahead, sir.
And Utah making a change here. Williams-Goss is checked in. Here's Bogdanovich. No good on the quick three. Now Rubio. Booker outside. And the pass to Aten. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rubio. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Good on the bucket. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Oubre against Bogdanovich. Down low. And Booker kicks to Oubre. Kicks it out to Booker. Over Mitchell. Another shot. And it's Aten missing. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Bogdanovich. And that one is stuffed right through.
I think it's obvious, Kevin, that Bogdanovich has worked on his ability to handle the basketball. Really good control there.
Pass to Oubre. He feeds it to Aten. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Oubre. Mitchell passes to Ingles. 1:53 left in the game. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket for Mitchell.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And Phoenix making a change here. Baines is checked in. Then for the Jazz, George Niang, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Dante Exum in for Williams-Goss. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Booker outside. But they recover it. Oubre finds Baines. Rocket 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter. That one falls. Mitchell's got 23 points.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Phoenix calls timeout. They lead by 1. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Devin Booker.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Bradley's checked in for Utah. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Booker against Mitchell. They could use a bucket, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Booker. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Bogdanovich is checked in for Bradley. .44 seconds left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Launches it. Utah with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now, here's Mitchell. To take the lead. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And the Suns call time. They're behind by 1. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Booker against Mitchell. Booker looking around. They need this one. It falls!
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. What do you think, guys?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And so it's Phoenix who's scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.